I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Hello, welcome to the episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. This is our RedCycloneInc's podcast about anything and everything, pop culture, and in between. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is up? What's up?
Chillin', man. Yo, tell me this is not true, because I was bringing it up to you before the podcast, and it's got me shocked and stunned. Do you think Konami is going to sell their gaming industry to Microsoft? I heard a rumor about that. I want to know what your thoughts are.
All I say, if that includes the arcades of Turtles and Simpsons, I'm all for it.
Okay. All right. Do it. I'll say why not.
If they're not going to focus on their titles and their thing, and they do have a lot of classic titles under their belt, then might as well give it to someone else that will do it.
But that's a big deal.
It's kind of like Star Wars with Disney. Lucas was not doing shit with it, and then Disney bought it and did shit with it.
You right? Damn, you right. Nah, man. I wonder if they would, because I was just going back to I heard somebody talking about that rumor this past week on I think the Giant Bomb podcast. Okay. And then I know I had heard this like for a good long while, so I looked it up. And I guess it goes back to like somebody mentioning on Reddit. And again, I don't know who the hell this is, and they don't give any real credit. But it's just a user talking about it looks like Konami was gearing up to abandon the gaming industry back in mid 2018.
Yeah, after Metal Gear 5 and all the whole shit with Hideo Kojima, like the following year after that, that's when they were like, we make enough Pinko machines that they make money off of, so they don't need video game money.
Yeah, and they were talking about they were going to focus on their health and fitness divisions and whatnot, because they own a lot of, like, I think gyms and stuff in Japan. Yeah. Centers like that. So, I mean, I guess so, but damn. I hope they give stuff up. I hope they don't hoard it themselves. But what is it? It's been like one each week so far. The week before was the Castlevania collection, and then last week was the announcement for the Konami one,
Contra,
the Contra collection. And it's like, well, I don't know what they're doing, but it seems like they're making a lot of stuff of their retro stuff, which is interesting. Like, and no new games. Like, I don't think anything besides whatever their sports games. Because I think they make horse racing games in Japan.
I bet they do, because they still have arcades and shit.
But they
do a lot of like gambling machines and shit too.
Yeah, the Pachinko parlors is their stuff. They have a lot of stroke in that field, I guess. But it's just like, where's the next big? And I guess you could say Castlevania. There hasn't been one in a good while. I think the last new one was on 3DS.
Yeah. Because
that one that's coming out called Bloodstained, which is not Castlevania, but it's made by the creator of the original. Well, I don't believe he worked on the first three. I think he worked on 3 and on. And so that guy, Igarashi, he's got Bloodstained coming out, but that is not Konami, so they don't own that. So like, there's nothing. Like, straight up, no Castlevania games coming out. And Contra, same thing.
Yeah.
And that's about to just die off. Like, I don't know. What's the last one you played, Mark? I don't even remember, besides the one on 360.
Contra?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the last one, the one on 360.
And like, that wasn't even in-house, I don't believe. That was actually Arxis.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, because that's a good soundtrack. And the art style is really good.
Yeah.
But again, if you don't really play Contras, then that's if you think the regular ones are hard, that is almost impossible.
Yeah, that one was fucking hard.
Like once you get past like the third stage, it is just you have to memorize everything.
Yeah.
And if you don't, damn, you're gonna die a lot. But at least it doesn't penalize you for playing it on easy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You still see the ending, I think. What else is there? There was rumors that they want to sell Castlevania to Nintendo.
That'd be a good home for it. Some of their best games were on Nintendo. Well, handheld Nintendo.
Yeah, listen. Yeah. All those DS games, all those advanced games, all those. Well, see, I don't know. You tell me, because they were in the collection as well. Did you get to play any of the Game Boy originals?
No, it was just actually no. Honestly, I did not buy the collection, so I'm not even sure. But I know they had some of the weird games that were only released.
They had Kid Dracula on there.
Yeah.
Which never released in America, which is odd. It's pretty funny. But like that's one of the parts of the series I never played. I never had. I don't know. They just look weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was fine. Because the collection is only 20.
Yeah.
I might pick it up eventually.
So they have it's Castlevania, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania The Adventure, Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania Bloodlines, Kid Dracula, never released in English before, and History of Castlevania Book of the Crescent Moon.
And I don't even know. What is that, like a video?
I have no.
So, yeah, they got one of the old Game Boy.
Oh, it has the Game Boy games in it.
Mm-hmm. And those, did you ever try those out?
I think was the Adventure one. I think that was the one on the Game Boy.
Okay.
I remember playing one on the Game Boy. And then the 3DS ones I used to play a lot. When they were on DS and 3DS, I always...
Those aren't in there. I wonder maybe because Nintendo? They can't put those out, maybe?
No, it's just that those are high. You're having a collection of these games. They're easier to put into one thing than the ones on the 3DS or in Game Boy Advance when they have more graphics and shit like that. They have more memory or whatever. I don't know.
But that's the ones everybody wants.
Yeah.
Give me what I want.
They gave you something.
Yeah, true.
Gave you something.
They gave people Bloodlines because I didn't know that was the first time Bloodlines has ever been on anything besides the Genesis.
Yeah.
So there's been no collection for that game, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And I think personally that has the best music.
Cool.
Out of all of them. So yeah. And then supposedly Silent Hill is going to Sony. And I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't even know what that would mean because Silent Hill hasn't been good in a long time, unfortunately.
Well, they were supposed to do that P1 game, which was supposed to be connected to Silent Hill.
Well, you know what happened to that? That once this whole them not having a good relationship with Kojima happened, they decided to change what it was, and not let him release it, and then they just had to stop, and so it became, what is it? Just a playable demo. That's like what they call it now.
And people are overcharging for PS3s for.
Hey, 4.
Oh, PS4s, yeah.
Hey, listen, if there stays a market for that thing, I will make sure to keep mine. So, I mean, but then I heard a rumor that after the game with the baby, Death Stranding, that if Konami was to sell their franchises, then he could possibly make that game.
Yeah, he could buy out Metal Gear.
I don't know if he got Metal Gear money. I don't think Metal Gear's cheap.
Well, what if Sony?
I think he could buy Silent Hill because it's not as much as the fans like it. It's not a world-renowned Resident Evil series.
But I don't think he needs to buy it.
No, but he has a studio now.
No, but I don't think he needs to buy it though. What if Sony bought it and had Hideo Kojima on it?
Yeah, that's a better idea. But
Sony has the money has that Metal Gear money.
Yeah. But you said him buying it. Nah, he can't buy that. Because I don't think they would sell it to him anyway.
Yeah,
because they don't like him.
Yeah.
He was talking shit.
But what if Microsoft won it?
I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Because I'll be honest with you, they don't have a studio unless they let him do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if they make somebody else do it, then that would suck.
Yeah.
You know, I think the reason is because Sony is a Japanese company, and if people don't know, Sony lent him technology to help make Death Stranding.
Yeah.
So they are in a really good relationship. So
bit.
there was no way that if they would have purchased it, that they would not let him do it. It would basically be like, oh, come on, we know you really want this. Microsoft, I don't know.
Yeah.
They can do whatever the hell they want, and they're an American company, so they would probably. Remember, they recently bought a bunch of studios too. They bought the people that made Heavenly Sword, aka The Last Devil May Cry.
Ninja Theory.
Yeah, so they have more studios and stuff that
Yeah.
are. And I think they have a game coming out. I was hearing, I think the guy Jeff Gerstmann was talking about they might be having something coming out too this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you hyped about their stuff?
Nope.
That's the thing. Like, they have a good reputation and their name is out there, but seriously, do you like if anybody's listening to the podcast and want to comment on that, do you like Ninja Theory games that much that you care? I don't know. Heavenly Sword, I saw and it looks nice.
That's all right.
But it's nothing super groundbreaking.
I don't know what else they did.
And that Devil May Cry was blasphemy. I don't care how good it was to play. That wasn't Dante.
Oh, that was it.
Stop.
Oh, we got the lesbian Dante.
Stop it. That wasn't no Dante. Stop. That was some guy trying to make a statement, and it was a good game, but it wasn't Dante. And then the other thing was the cool one was the is it Unslaved? I think it was called
Enslaved. Enslaved they did. Yeah, they did.
Yes.
A Hellblade.
Did they do Hellblade?
They did Enslaved too, yeah.
They did Hellblade?
Hellblade, yeah.
Really? Okay. Because that has a really unique aesthetic to it. I haven't played it, but I've seen it and it looks really nice. But that's like, it's not as much an action game as it is like a story-based thing, right? I know it's a female lead character that has to go through like these nightmarish scenarios and shit. It's really weird looking.
Yeah, I looked them up, and yeah, Enslaved. Okay, I know what you're talking about. That was the one with the guy was kind of like the monkey king and shit.
Yes, that was a cool visually and stuff, but it wasn't. It was just playstyle wise, it was more of a generic platformer.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like, holy shit, this game is. It's not a Metal Gear, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Heavenly Sword was the one that got looked at for.
Okay. Yeah.
Devil May Cry, DMC.
Yeah, DMC.
DMC.
Call it what it is.
Flying Grayson will have a fit. We call it Devil May Cry.
I know.
He hates that game.
He doesn't like the game. Like, I can at least
admit
that the game plays well. Like, it's a very good one of those like character action game, but it's not the Japanese Devil May Cry.
You think they put poop in his suit?
Oh,
that's how much he hates it.
That's pretty good. All right, I'm not gonna fight him on it because I'm not gonna.
Yeah, E3 is this weekend. It starts tomorrow, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's fast.
Microsoft is like the lead console there. There's presence of other people, but Microsoft is like the main one that having a press conference. Mm-hmm. Then you have a lot of other side companies having press conference. Square is having one. You're probably gonna see the Google Stadia have a press conference.
The first thing, the video presentation they had yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like John Vaughn was viewing it and talking over it. It was like, oh, okay. So I'll just chill and watch this to get the information. And it was pretty cool, but there was one thing that I noticed: we're not ready because the presentation itself was buffering. I'm like, how you trying to sell people a always online service and your video presentation can't even not buffer? Stop it.
Yep.
Like, get out of here. You fix the technology first.
So
they were saying really ambitious stuff. They were saying like 30 megabytes down, like that's on the lower end, which most average, like in the city, you can get that cheap.
Yeah.
And you know, like the optimal is 100, right? But they were saying you can get at least a stable connection on that, and I'm like, but your presentation,
No, you can't.
like, how you trying to boast that? And this is just a video.
Yeah.
Get out of here. So I think they got a little bit of a road ahead of them before. But I mean, I hope so. They showed the games they got. They got Destiny. They got a few other things.
So how it's gonna run.
But yeah, I'm like, if it's always online, yo, you mean tell me I'm not gonna be buffering? Get out of here. Bullshit.
Yeah.
So
remember all the bullshit that Xbox got for Xbox One always being online?
yeah, they mentioned that too. The General Bond was talking about, yeah, that was just a terribly messaged idea, because it was a good idea, but the message was terrible.
Yeah.
It wasn't ready.
Google got your shit to do ahead of you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, don't do the whole Assassin's Creed Unity shit with the buffering and glitching on the presentation.
This is true.
That don't help at all.
No, it doesn't.
No, it don't. And then it all depends on what games it has. Is it gonna have exclusives? If it's gonna have its own games? If it's going to be fucking releases of the same games that we have on other consoles. So it's a lot of things. So
it's supposed to be both. What they showed was the stuff that's the same, but they did mention things that original stuff for there.
Okay.
Like they do have agreements with certain studios. Like Ubisoft was the first one to partner up, so they're gonna have an original. I don't know if it's gonna be like, say, for instance, an original Assassin's Creed only on Stadia. Like that would be a way to get people to go. But would Ubisoft invest that much into it? I don't know.
They invest in Nintendo in a certain way. So
that's like saying with as a third party studio, that's like saying EA is gonna make one Call of Duty exclusive to that platform. Would you think they would do that? I don't.
No, that's a waste of money.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
That's the kind of commitment it's gonna take to have people to care.
It's gonna be like a Raving Rabbids game.
Yeah, but those are pretty funny.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a popular franchise that I know they're gonna sell. It'll be a family game. Luigi's family games sell pretty much, and I honestly, Luigi you can sell it with the system too. So I could really see it something like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's see what happens. But I'm excited for E3. I'm excited to see what Microsoft has in store because they have a lot on their plate. They need to get shit going. And I think they're going to be the first one to kind of like go more into the next phase of what the next Xbox is going to be. I want to see Battletoads.
They had better because they mentioned that last year. I've seen nothing.
If we don't see Battletoads, I'm going to go to California and fight him.
You going to fight Bill Gates?
I don't fight everybody. I don't punch Bill Gates in the junk with an oversized hand like a Battletoad. I'll buy the Hulk hands and punch him in the nuts.
You just reminded me. You remember the Ludacris video? Get back.
Move, get out the way.
He had the big arms. Yeah. Just get those arms.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play that song too. I'm gonna do that.
Oh man.
Okay. I would like to see. I would like to see Nuclear Instinct.
Yo, it's been a while. Yes, please. Fine.
I would like to see a new Killer Instinct. You having Code Breakers, you got no new Killer Instinct. Get your game up.
Yes, I agree.
It's a quiet right now. Mortal Kombat's like the main thing going, so it's kind of quiet in the fighting game scene. Besides Mortal Kombat, well, even though like Street Fighter V is still doing its thing and like that, but like new games, there's not a lot of new fighting games.
Yeah,
so get on that shit.
I mean. There was the cool thing is, I don't know if you got to see any of the footage. The only thing, but not coming from that division, but the Grand Blue, what is it? Grand Blue Fantasy?
Yeah.
The fighting game beta that they had last week.
Okay.
That's actually pretty good. But that's not Microsoft, but that's,
yeah.
Like, other than that, right now, new?
Yeah, so Microsoft really needs to show, I think, a big mix of games. I don't want to just see Halo and Gears and being that structure of games. I want to see a good, broad mix of games. Like I would like to see Gears 4 and see how it's going to run. Halo Infinite is a must show because you need to show something in that high regard of a game. You know you're going to see Forza 5. That's a gift.
True.
That's probably going to be the first fucking thing you see. It's a car driving. And it looks like a real car. And like, oh my god, it's a video game. Yay! But I need to see... You know what? I feel what Microsoft could do, especially with the Game Pass, is get back into your ways of... Remember when Xbox Live Arcade was fucking the shit?
Yeah, I remember.
Start getting back into that in that sense, because those little titles were... Honestly, those are some of my favorite games on the 360 was the Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah.
Fucking, I played Doritos Crash Course for hours.
Doritos. Yo, I couldn't get too good at that. I don't know. For some reason, I wasn't good.
I played that for hours. I played Captain Smiley. I played Explosion Man. I played Mrs. Explosion Man. I love those games. I love those small games, and they don't have to be all these crazy graphics to be a good game. They just need to be fun.
What's just like the game they put out? What was it last year? Cuphead.
Yeah. And and you see them what they're integrating with the Switch and things like that is that they're trying to share some games that let their companies make games for other systems so they can make money off of it too. And I could see that maybe sharing Banjo-Kazooie with Nintendo.
Yeah,
I can see them in Smash Brothers.
Oh, okay, that would be good. Let's just Nintendo do it.
I think that's gonna happen. I think that's what I feel. What we're gonna see is maybe on Nintendo's little treehouse thing, or maybe on Xbox's thing. You're gonna see a representative of Nintendo or a representative of Xbox on one of their things.
Yo, I hope so, because they do have a better relationship now, because they have their version of Minecraft that Xbox owns, and they have Cuphead is on there, so yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see. But there's a lot of things, a lot of games that could be happening. It'll be a fun thing.
True story. Yeah. Did you see? Because I brought it up to you. The leaks for this year so far. Namco Bandai got a bunch of stuff leaked because I think somebody accidentally put it up on the website or something like that. So they have I think they said 3 games they confirmed. One was the game that's supposed to be a collaboration with From Software and what's his name? George R.R. Martin, who I think he's credited for being the author of A Song of Fire and Ice series. So
yeah,
I believe that's good. It translates over to Game of Thrones in the TV show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're supposed to collaborate on some type of game, which I think would be cool.
Yeah.
And if this is confirmed to be a real thing, what do you think? Are you a fan of him?
I like Game of Thrones. So I'll be down to see what they're gonna do with that.
Because are you a fan of From Software's how their games, how they make their games? Because they're specific types of games.
They're the ones who do
they made this guy is because he's the one, Hidetaki Miyazaki. He's the director for most of them. He's Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne.
So probably be more of a story-driven.
Did he do? Yeah, he did Sekiro. Yeah, I think he's the main person in charge of all those games. Not Dark Souls 2.
Yeah,
you gotta bring that up. So do you like any of those, or have you tried any of them?
Sekiro was I didn't get to like fully play it, but I got to try and I was digging it. I never got into the Demon Soul games or I never got into any of the Dark Souls or anything like that, so I'm not sure. And then Bloodborne, I never played, so.
Wow, you should probably play that. It's probably dirt cheap.
Yeah, I actually got it I downloaded it when it was free. I just never played it.
You should try it.
Yeah.
I suggest that. Like, sit down one day. Like, you finish Yakuza 6.
Yeah.
Like, so that's something to do on the side. Take your time, play one area at a time, because it could be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Their games are always usually very difficult. Like, if at first you don't take the time to look around and see, why am I dying? Because you'll end up in a loop where it's like, okay, I can't play this. So, like, I recommend that one because it's faster than than Dark Souls 1, which I think is still probably overpriced to buy right now. That collection I hear is not good. The re-release they did of 1, like, I hear it's like a bad port. So I don't know. I think that might be on Switch. It's not the best port on Switch.
Yeah, that is the one on Switch.
So yeah, I think that's not the good port. So, like, if you see it if you catch them on a sale, well, you said you have Bloodborne, but like, if you catch your Dark Souls on a sale, you should try.
I think I have one on Xbox. I think they gave Dark Souls 2 for free, and I think I had that one.
I'm not gonna be one of those people, but that's not the best one to start with.
Yeah,
It's not. But anyway, like, it's kind of a big deal because they got so popular. And because I guess Game of Thrones is popular.
yeah.
And the books that he wrote, so maybe
If it's gonna be in the same realm and shit like that with knights and things like that, I think it'd be a very interesting game. And the fact that there's nothing really out besides like Skyrim, that's like about 7-8-year-old game. In that sense of things, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
dragons.
And they're good at it.
Wizards
They're
and
good at
shit.
it. Dark Souls basically is that time period.
Yeah, so yeah, it's more merry. I'd probably be more story oriented.
I think so, because that's the one thing that those games don't have the strongest part of, because it's so segmented.
Yeah,
Really, so maybe having a bigger story narrative might make it more accessible in that way, because a lot of people play it. Like, and even though they're hard as shit, people do beat it, but they're never they're never just sitting there going, man, that Dark Souls story is awesome. It's just like, the lore is cool because you pick up things and you find out cool stuff, but nobody's like, oh man, that cutscene with so and so, and I love this character because they portrayed him X, Y, Z. Nah, man, they're not known for that. So we'll see. But that was leaked.
yeah.
That's kind of a big deal. And then a remake of Ni no Kuni, which came out like a while ago for PS3, I think it was.
Yeah, it was very popular.
So they're remastering the first one, because the second one, I believe, came out not too long ago.
Yeah.
And then there's rumor that there's going to be a new version of that for Switch.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
So pretty much Switch is getting a bunch of recycled games.
It seems like it.
They do best.
And then the other thing, which I'm most excited for, because I think it's been a while since a brand new Tales of game has come out.
Yeah.
There's been a leak for, and I guess a few screenshots, of the next Tales game. I think it's called Tales of Arise. And mind you, that the second name never makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense to the story when you play the game, but like, if you just read it, you're just like, what is that? Why Tales of Arise? That doesn't even make sense. Isn't arise a verb? Like, how can you don't think of it. It's Japanese. I don't know. But they're usually like a really combo-oriented action RPG, which I like. But the thing that has me hyped is that the screenshots they have, the main character looks like a Super Sentai, I think. But you mentioned it, like, and it reminds you more of Monster Hunter. I'm like, you know what? That's pretty cool. So if they're taking some of the new look for the character designs and the armor and stuff from Monster Hunter, Go ahead, please. I'll take that with Tails. Don't sell it to me because they be selling mad skins. You know that?
Yeah.
That's one thing that's a dark secret about the Tails games. They have a lot of fucking just post-release DLC, but it's just a lot of overpriced like costume packs. I don't care. Not many of them are very good. It usually ends up the bunny costume, the library costume, something just generic for everybody. It's like, jeez. So, anyway, hopefully this one is good. Because the last one I really enjoyed was Vesperia, really. And that was like 360s. That's a long time ago. So, we'll see. Hopefully that's good.
If you actually check out today, EA just did the EA Play. They showed the new Star Wars Jedi Fallen, the Fallen Order.
And is that the RPG?
That's supposed to be like the RPG action game. I'm hoping it's good, man. I really hope they have something with this one. I like Respawn. They're the guys that did Titanfall.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping we get the Star Wars game we all kind of want it.
So, are they? I'm not familiar with anything they've done except the Titanfall series. So
That's the only thing they've done.
No, they were Call of Duty people before that.
Yeah, they were Infinity Ward, the original Infinity Ward.
But they weren't. So I have a question for you, Mark. Like, is there storytelling like that? Because if it's gonna be a story-based thing, like I don't know.
It looks very like it has a lot of RPG elements and stuff like that. So I think it could be really good.
Because it's not a first-person shooter, right?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I know they're good at that, but I've never seen them make an RPG.
I gotta watch the video. Like again, they just released the video of it now, so I haven't got to watch it yet. They just added like the pre-order bonuses and bullshit for when you buy it. You get like extra sabers and colors and bullshit. But other than that, yeah, I'm hoping it's a good game. I'm really hoping it's a good game.
Yeah, me too.
I
hope this team is.
Yeah.
They need all the love they can get. So please, because I want a Titanfall 3.
Yep. Me too. What was the other thing? There's really big discounts on systems this week. So if you need a system and you don't have one, PS4 has Pro for $350 with 7 games. And those are like all the greatest hits, the greatest hit games. So like the remake of Last of Us, Uncharted 4. I'll tell you right now, games that come with it.
Does it come with Crash Bandicoot? Because that would be cool.
I don't think it comes with Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, damn it. I know it's not theirs, but still.
You want too much.
They be trying to get you on the nostalgia.
Yeah.
With these lineups, so why not?
So they have a limited edition PlayStation console, which comes out June 17th, which is kind of gray. Like it's steel black, they call it. It's gray. It is fucking gray. I was trying to find a 350 that comes with 7 games.
Don't do it.
Here comes Scott Steiner.
He is upset. How dare he?
Just an asshole.
He's always poking his nose when he doesn't do it. Just because he's the first one to do a 450 and miss, and he's mad about it. He's salty about it. I know he is.
Yeah.
He said, "Damn shit, 2 Cold Scorpio is the first one to completely and successfully do a 450, Scott."
Yeah.
Don't be mad.
Well, they don't say it, but again, there was a deal that has like it comes with 7 games, but can't find it. So anyway, yeah, check out the deals if you need a system. They have a Fortnite system, purple system for $299.
What is a Fortnite purple?
It's purple. It's like purple. It's like a translucent purple, so it goes from light purple to dark purple.
Can you see through the plastic?
No, it's just a solid color.
Okay. I was thinking like atomic purple from back in the day. Did you ever get that? That was insane. Nintendo put out an Atomic Purple system.
Yep.
Like, man, they're never gonna do anything that dumb anymore, are they? I'm just trying to think of it. Like, there's no like neon pink see-through, like the turn it on and it makes like Waluigi sounds or something. That'd be awesome. Oh man, like seriously, the last consoles that were made, like, do you know if the Xboxes that are themed have any noises from the things that they're supposed to do? Like, I remember, like, I have the Gears Xbox that makes the chainsaw sound.
I think the Halo one did the huh.
Oh really? Wow. All right. Well, listen.
I think that was it. I wish my Spider-Man system went.
You know what? That'd be great. That'd be great.
Play the theme song when I turned it on.
Which one? Which one do you want? The 90s or the old school?
Old school.
Okay.
60 theme song. That would be
Okay.
good.
I'll take that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
God damn, this is like fires galore.
Oh, please, the apocalypse is coming. I hope not.
I guess so.
Oh well, speaking of the apocalypse, X-Men and Dark Phoenix happened, and it was the apocalypse.
They said
Breaking news.
They said how you remake Last Stand and make it worse.
Make it worse. Did you know? I forgot to tell you. So he was the writer. One of the writers. He was the co-writer of that movie, and he directed this movie. So he tried to get away with it twice.
Why you let him do that?
Fox is so dumb. Thank God this is the last one.
This is the reason why Fox can't keep it.
And it's like, I saw a real cool review from the guy that does Comics Explained. This is a 15-minute rant, and he's usually a measured dude, but it was hilarious to just hear him go off on Fox.
Yeah.
And he was basically saying what you said, Bert, was just like they pretty much all the movies were ass. Like, just except for like, and this is the one I don't like First Class. I just don't. I don't think Fassbender is a big deal. I'm sorry. I think he's more than competent. I think he's good at being stoic and whatnot, what have you, and delivering his lines is great. But something about him still seems just a little cheesy in those movies anyway. Like, I don't know. As compared to Ian McKellen as Magneto. But then again, as I was telling somebody else, I like the Magneto portrayal, but let me not present this falsely. I still think those movies are bad. You know what I'm saying? I can still like the character, but yeah, they're not good. And this apparently, Dark Phoenix did not break the trend. So don't waste your money. Don't do it. There was no reason to go see that movie.
Yeah. Just watch Last Stand again if you want to touch yourself.
No! Don't even do that.
Go watch Endgame again.
Do that to yourself. But
there you go. Just watch Endgame.
You want to see X-Men? Go watch the cartoon.
Go watch Endgame.
Wait, did
want to see X-Men? Go watch Endgame.
Did you bring up? Yeah, we didn't talk about it. Did you bring up the thing about the cartoon?
Oh yes. So there's talks of the original people that did the original '92 cartoon. They're in talks with Disney to bring back the cartoon,
which is good. Thankfully.
But I have the original theme song.
Yes.
That song stays.
It'd be great to have the original voices back.
I don't want to hear a dubstep version. I want to hear hip hop version. I want the old theme song.
No, you're gonna get different instruments, like a xylophone or something in it.
I don't want
a xylophone, a steel drum.
Original theme, or I'm not interested.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But maybe they'll do good. Hopefully they fix the animation, because I don't want that 90s animation, because it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great.
Go back and watch it now. That does not hold up. That animation does not. It's funny. It's more funny to watch. It's not as bad as like going back and watching 60s Spider-Man though.
Yeah.
What, the 70s? Was the 70s the cartoon or was it 60s?
60s.
60s.
66. Because he came out 63. His cartoon 66.
Wow. that cartoon, that it's hilarious, dude. But like, it's not like going back and watching that, but it's pretty funny. And so speaking of the X-Men and retro stuff, mentioned to you that Hasbro showed off they have a new wave of Uncanny X-Men Marvel Legends that's going to be dropping soon, and they're all retro 90s style, which is unfortunate because you gotta say retro is the 90s. God damn it. But they all have the orange and yellow backgrounds from back in the day.
Before we go more deep into it, what do you consider retro? Because I hate when people say retro and they playing PS3.
The retro is like at this point, it has to be PS2.
I'll
So that's
say
like 90s.
98 and below.
Yeah, I'll take that.
20-year difference.
Mhm.
I'll say is retro.
I'll take
So if you're telling me I'm playing Resident Evil 5 on 360 and saying retro,
it. Nah.
I'm gonna slap you.
Yeah, you got a little while, homie. Yeah, chill with that.
I don't like that. Like again, like people, it's like people saying everything's a classic when shit is not a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it didn't stand the test of time. It just came out. You call it classic like 10 years later. It's like, and it still holds up. Like Batman Arkham Asylum, fucking awesome.
Yes.
That stays. That's a classic. Oh, talk about classics. Guess Ghostbusters remasters coming.
That's over 10 years, that game, right?
Yes.
Wow. Man. That's a while ago. Was it good? Because I didn't own it.
I liked it. It was fun. I asked for the remaster is do not put the online trophies.
Okay. Oh,
Come on.
because they had ones that you only could get
Because
online.
you'll be playing the game and you be searching each ghost, and some of them don't come out all the time.
Oh, okay.
So don't put the online trophies and recoup.
Good.
Other game, the game is fun. Now back to what you were saying, the retro lines.
Oh, okay. Well, there's if you remember back in the day, it was Toy Biz that put them out. There was I don't even know what the nickname is. They had orange and yellow backgrounds.
Yeah, they did it first with the Marvel characters. They did a Marvel superhero classic figures, which they I think the line was Spider-Man, Captain America, Black Widow,
Punisher.
Oh,
you're talking about the remake. I think you're talking about the old ones, because the old ones I remember. Yeah, they were funny. Okay,
no, but they did the Marvel superhero ones first, the retro line.
Mm-hmm.
They did those first with the gray background that says Marvel superhero figures.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Remember the old ones? They did a remake of those
pieces.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have the sound effects, did they?
No,
Okay.
that was later on.
They
had like the backpack.
Yes.
On.
I remember them.
You're better.
I'm gonna eat your brains.
Yes. So they started doing that with the X-Men, and that's the X-Men ones that are coming out now. That you're seeing is that they have the X-Men, the orange backs like the old school X-Men figures had.
Man, and they got, but they don't. This is not the proper set, because first of all, they have Patch Wolverine, which is like, well, it's not Patch. It's what is it? Issue 1 Wolverine.
Yeah.
And they never made that in a series. That was way later.
Yeah.
So, first off, I'm taking points off for inaccuracy. But anyway, it looks cool.
Yeah.
They have, what is it? Wolverine. They have Storm with the white outfit from the cartoon.
Yeah.
Or basically Jim Lee Storm.
Yeah.
They have Dazzler, which I don't even know if that's just her classic look or no, it's not. It's not her classic look. It's like the one from the arcade game.
Yeah.
With the short hair and the blue bodysuit, because I know the classic one was like the dancer.
All right, I'm a little disappointed with this. I don't know why.
Hold on, let me just go.
Okay, go ahead.
We got Cyclops with the optic blast head, but if you remember the old line, that was the light up Cyclops. So I'm a little sad.
That's what I was going to get at.
And Silver Samurai also had a light up action with his sword, but he couldn't move. And this one looks 20 times better because it has articulation. And then they have Iceman, which still looks like the figure looks like the old school Iceman, which was just a pile of snow. But you can tell he has a face because the picture you can see his face, but it's funny looking.
So yeah, my issues with Cyclops. Why can't we get the light up?
Why can't and also don't forget this line would have had brown and tan Wolverine.
It should have brown and tan.
I'm a little disappointed. No brown and tan.
With his claws ejecting into his arm.
Mm-hmm. With a little switch.
Or at least the blue and yellow.
At least blue and yellow, but like if they're gonna do retro, come on. You know what I mean? Like this lineup, first of all, Dazzler was not in that lineup. Silver Samurai was way later in the lineup. You know
and Storm was black. She had a black outfit. Yeah, she had a black outfit.
So yeah, it's just inconsistent all around. So whatever. It's still cool to see they're doing it, but the thing I really like is if you scroll down, this article on comicbook.com. Mm-hmm. They have, I guess it's all a part of an 80 years celebration. They have another picture of another line. I think that's it. One announcement came just days before the other, so these are both fairly new. There's a Marvel Legends line for X-Force, but I don't know why. What's his name? Is it Centurion?
Yeah.
Or Guardian?
Guardian.
I don't know why Guardian is in it.
Well, he's the Alpha Flight. It's connected to X-Men.
Well, yeah, but like it's centered around because I see they have X-Force Wolverine, they have Cannonball who was in the X-Force, Boom Boom who was specifically in X-Force. Then they have Nightcrawler he was Excalibur, and Mr. Sinister is the villain, and that's pretty accurate. He was a Cable villain at times, but like this is not X-Force. If it was Strife, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's X-Force.
They always pick random characters though. They never really have a theme to the characters.
Okay, I got you.
They always pick random things, and they usually pick figures that they haven't done in a while, and that's what they usually do. Guardian, I guess, fits with Wendigo.
That's what I'm saying. The filter they built this time is the Wendigo. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
He kind of fits with that.
Yeah, no, he fits with that, but it's just this line doesn't make. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense at all.
They do that with some of the lines though. Some of the lines are like miscellaneous characters, and you're like, okay.
But I can honestly say this is probably the best Mr. Sinister for this size of figure.
Yeah,
because it's super detailed, and just from the picture you can see, like they got the boots right. He wears 2 pairs of boots, man.
Yeah.
He always has, and it's always been weird, but they never actually put it in the figure.
Yeah.
Now they have it. He has 2 pairs of boots on, if you see it.
There you go.
It's so stupid. He's one of the dumbest, like, coolest looking villains, I think, though. What are your feelings of Mr. Sinister?
Yeah, same here. He has some crazy attributes. He has some crazy ass storylines that didn't make sense half the time, but they're good.
Yeah. He's always lurking in the background of something cool, but never quite the coolest when it comes to his own shit. So
yeah.
And then also as a part of the celebration, because it has on the box, there's a 2-pack of original Wolverine with, I guess, original Hulk. Doesn't really the face. That is not original Hulk face. Yeah. We know that. They never want to make the old Hulk face. Is that offensive? Because are they afraid to offend Caveman? Like, because remember, he used to have the Cro-Mag face.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. But anyway, he still kind of looks like Ruffalo too. Like, you see the gray in it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not accurate. Again, like if you get Hasbro, get back to the lab. If you're gonna do this, be accurate. But they have the 2-pack of, the origins. What was that? Wolverine origin? Wolverine versus Hulk. He just showed up in the woods and fought and then left. Yeah. So.
Cat face.
Cat face Wolverine. Yes.
Wait, cat face Wolverine.
So, and that's gonna be $60. But like for each of these sets, they have the links if you want to pre-order them because they're not out yet.
Yeah.
And I know they're gonna be gone. But that retro X-Men, it's pretty cool they're doing that.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
I think that's about it. Unless you got anything else, Merc.
I picked up Doggy from the Thunder collection.
So you have him now?
Yeah, I picked him up. I found him in a Target in Harlem. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy
So
with
that,
it.
okay, so how long ago did they come out?
They released like about a month ago, but
Okay.
I was having problems with Target actually sending me it, so I just like canceled it, and then I was like, I'll try my luck in stores. So
Hmm.
far I found the White Ranger and Doggy Kruger. I found the White Ranger in GameStop, and I found Doggy Kruger in Target.
And what do they go for? The
About
20, 25?
20 bucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I was excited for Doggy. Doggy looks dope.
Good.
That has all the articulation shit. It's the same people that do the Marvel Legend figures, so they all have the same kind of models, molds, and shit in that sense. So they all kind of the same in that way.
Yeah, of a certain quality.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm hoping for more. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be in Wave 2. I know I have my Goldar pre-ordered from GameStop because Goldar is a GameStop exclusive.
Okay.
Trying to find Lord Zed. He's a little pricey right now, so I'm
Really?
kind of until he calms down.
Okay.
And I've seen many of the Dino Charge Red, which I don't care to have, but I want to keep the collection. So
No, I get it. I get it.
I was like, I'll get them all. But I'm happy I got Doggy Cougar. So he was my main one that I really wanted from that series.
Good stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much my favorite one out of that. That and the Goldar are pretty good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we're I'm 30 episodes down of Kaku Ranger,
Oh, okay.
and I'm loving it. It's really good. Rito's pretty fucking badass.
And this is the ninja?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Rito is a big villain in this one. So Rito was the skeleton that was half army fatigue and half white.
Mm-hmm.
And season 3, he was kind of funny in season 3 with Goldar and shit. This one, he's actually a serious character, and he has a human form. His human form looks like my girlfriend's brother, Jackie. He looks like her brother, David. I sent him a picture of it too. Yo, you got a Japanese doppelganger.
That's good.
And he like plays the guitar, he plays piano, he fucking plays like heavy metal music and shit. And he turns into Rito, and Rito's pretty badass in the show so far. I just got to them beginning getting the ninja swords. So remember the ninja swords from the movie and shit like that.
Mhm.
That's the second set of swords they get,
Okay.
and the Shogun is the first. But it's a really good series. I'm really digging it. We'll have a podcast later on this month for Kaku Ranger. We'll probably be posting up season 3 later this week.
Yep.
And we have some more shit going on. But yeah, this is a little update of the Super Sentai. It's really good. I'm digging it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Man, yeah, I gotta catch up.
This is the only one that have a 6 Ranger.
That has a 6.
Don't have a 6 Ranger.
Oh, it does not. Really?
Well, Ninja will be considered it, but there's no 6 Ranger.
Gotcha. And okay, let me ask you about Ninja. How is he? Is he a funny character?
I haven't got to him yet.
Oh, wow! You're 30 episodes in, he still doesn't show up.
Yeah, he just I guess he hasn't showed up yet.
Wow.
Motherfuckers like taking forever. I'm like, yo, hurry up.
Oh man.
But it's been pretty interesting. It's been pretty good so far. It picks up within within the teens. Once it gets like 13, 14, the story starts picking up. Once Rito shows up, it starts getting weird because he has these 5 girl rangers that are flower based, and they're kind of like the 5 deadly venoms in a way, and they come and try to take out and try to kill the rangers and shit.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Is that like the thing they broke up? Does the lipstick, the gang that was like the makeup girls or
No.
something? No.
They're actually rangers. They have their own ranger suit. No.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they like the flower lotus and shit. Yeah, and they all have like flowers on their head, but they have like eyes in their helmets and shit. It's pretty weird. Their suits are weird, but when they're outside the suit, they're pretty hot. So
Wait, hold on. This is a part of that they never tried to do anything with this part in the American.
no, they never touched this at all.
Gotcha.
And then you also see returning rangers in this season too. There's some people that were in the Zoo Rangers that are in this series. May, which was the Pink Ranger and Zoo Ranger, she's really hot and she's in this one. I was like, hey May, but she's a whole different character. She's not the Pink Ranger.
Oh, okay. I understand.
So you kind of have that in the American version too. Like you have some people that actually go into other seasons, like from Ninja Storm. This guy's daughter, she was like one of the bad girls in there. She's actually also in Dino Thunder as like the Bulk Skull kind of character.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
Like Luthor's nieces.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 nieces. One of the nieces is in Ninja Storm, and then also in Dino Thunder. And they actually kind of like hinted, like say something about it too, because when the Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder team up the second time, is with all the characters, and they cross paths.
Really?
And they're like, "Oh, I'm prettier."
But wait, like, was she actually bad, or is just the same actress?
It's the same actress. She was actually a bad guy character, and then the other one she was kind of like the Bulk and Skull character.
But the Bulk and Skull wasn't.
Well, they're like the comic relief. They're like the ones that give them a hard time outside the Power Ranger suits.
Oh no, I mean, but she wasn't like, it wasn't a diversion, right? Like,
no.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was just they crossed paths, and they're like, "Oh, she looked just like me. Oh, she just looked at me. Well, I'm prettier."
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, they actually made her be both characters. You mean?
Yeah, and they crossed paths with each other.
I see. Okay. I didn't get it. I was like, what?
And then there's this guy that we always mention on the podcast. I think we mention him a lot, especially after SPD.
Mm-hmm.
The guy remember the guy that played Boom? Remember Boom?
Wasn't he like the
unofficial Orange Ranger?
Okay. Yes.
Him. He's in like about 7 different seasons.
Oh.
As different characters.
Wow. Did not know that.
He's actually in the current season he talks the Beast Morpher. He talks the robot, the Red Ranger's robot.
Really, the Rangers talk to the characters now in the season?
Yeah, well, they have their own little like robots, and they talk to them.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Is it like a drone?
Yeah, and they turn into vehicles and shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow.
Yeah.
And you said that this new season is actually really good, right?
So far, what I watched was really good. News is Jason's supposed to return
as Jason or somebody else.
Jason.
Ah, whoa.
So there's going to be a big team up. Probably the ending of season 2.
Okay.
But there's a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff popping off from that. Make sure you stay tuned to the Morphincast for all the details.
We try to keep up with everything. It's a lot of shit to watch.
Yes, sir.
Like we actually counted our damn episodes. We're way past 1,000 episodes we watched. Because again, we doing them.
There's so many.
Yeah,
there's still so many more to go.
Yeah, me and him were like, we're redoing this shit. Yeah. Especially, you know what? The Super Sentai is a breath of fresh air because it's something that we haven't watched. Like I haven't watched these. So these are really brand new to me. The only one I did watch was Zoo Ranger before, and that was it. The rest of them I have not watched, so this is brand new. So me going into these is more exciting with those than rewatching the American ones because I've seen them and I know what they're about. So I know what to expect from them. These I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I have.
Good. And they're just, in general, is it more entertaining than the American one, or do they catch up?
I think the American ones pick it up with certain seasons, but so far with what Super Sentai does is it shows that they think the kids are smart and they can get good storylines.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I know a certain wrestling federation they can take that example.
Yeah,
we talk a little bit about that in today's wrestling babble too. So be sure to check that out.
There was a lot of rants. We gave them good storylines too.
You let them know.
Yeah, if they use our storylines, yo, I want to check.
Listen, royalties all day, every day. Dean Ambrose, he knew what he was doing before he left. He said, "Let me get them royalties."
Exactly.
Now Moxley got them bike shorts on. Out there beating people up. All right, y'all.
Biting people's foreheads.
Man, why you do that? You ain't gotta do all that. Jeez.
You didn't get to eat.
Anybody outside the ring is not. Because such a stay at hot dog in Japan is extremely expensive. I know. I get it.
It tastes like human anyway.
What's in that meat? So make sure you follow us, RedCycloneInc, on all of our social media and other platforms. We're on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. We have a Facebook group, and WordPress. Also SoundCloud, all RedCycloneInc. And make sure you check out the playthroughs on YouTube. There's some Dragon's Dogma stuff going up. And we also have Fantasy Star. And I'm still working on the other side project, but I want to make sure I finish it first. So there's stuff coming. So make sure to keep tuned. Mark, where you at?
Follow me on everything social media: Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Twitch TV, SoundCloud, and YouTube. All Mark with the mic. I just started Batman Arkham Asylum, and I'm actually doing the gameplay for that. For this, the remaster edition on PS4. So I started that today. I should have went to sleep, but I didn't. Actually, thank you. Batman. Also check out our past podcasts. Also check out the Wrestling Babble we just did. Check out the Morphincast past episodes we did. They're over there. What else we got? That's all I got. Oh, yeah, that's all I got. Can't think of anything else.
Make sure you join that board, y'all. It's always popping. Just had a pay-per-view.
Yes.
So
it's gonna be fun.
Oh boy, you can watch the whole thing up until the last match. Don't do it to yourself.
Don't watch the last match.
Oh, don't do it to yourself. That's all I
You
gotta
know,
say.
if you want to see the last match, just look up Billy Goats fighting.
No. That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Ooh. Damn. It didn't have to be like that. It didn't have to be like that.
It didn't have to, but it did. They did it, and they're guilty. No.
All right.
No.
All right, y'all.
Follow next week. We'll have probably a full E3 rundown of things because there's gonna be so much crap to talk about. So
It's
going
very
through
soon.
all that crap.
Just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Gets Better by Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast. That's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show. And that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well. So you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you.